Hi students, this is Sir Rajesh Jemlani. You are watching my YouTube channel Easy Chem by Sir Rajesh Jemlani. Today our topic is from interchemistry. Topic belongs to organic chemistry, and the name of today's topic is pyrolysis or cracking or pyrolysis. So first of all, what is pyrolysis? Pyrolysis word is combination of two words. Pyre means fire and lysis. Lysis means breakage. Lysis means breakage. So pyrolysis is a general term. It is a general term used for the thermal decomposition of any organic compound. Say if we have the thermal decomposition of acetic acid, CH3COOH, in the presence of manganese dioxide at 500 degrees centigrade. So what would happen? We will have acetone plus carbon dioxide plus water. Now this reaction is a pyrolysis reaction. This reaction is what? Pyrolysis reaction, as an organic compound is broken down in the presence of higher temperature and catalyst into simple products. So this reaction is a pyrolysis, and pyrolysis is a general term. Cracking is a specific term. Cracking is not a general term. Cracking is also a pyrolysis, but pyrolysis is general term and it can be used to any organic compound. But here cracking is specific. Cracking, a pyrolysis is called cracking only if the compound to be pyrolyzed is an alkane obtained from petroleum or crude oil. Then this pyrolysis process now is called cracking. If the compound to be decomposed is not a common organic compound, any of any organic compound, if the compound to be broken is a hydrocarbon or an alkane, say if we break it at more than 700 degrees centigrade, we get carbon plus hydrogen. So this reaction is called cracking. Here the compound to be broken is an alkane. So when alkanes obtained from petroleum or crude oil, they are pyrolyzed, then this term pyrolysis is now called cracking. So cracking is not a specific, it is a specific term, and pyrolysis is a general term. Pyrolysis can be applied to the thermal decomposition of any organic compound. This is also pyrolysis, this is also pyrolysis. But cracking is not a general term, it is a specific term. If the compound to be pyrolyzed is an alkane and obtained from what? Petroleum. If the compound has been obtained from the petroleum, then we say that if that compound is undergo thermal decomposition, it is called pyrolysis. So this is a pyrolysis as well as cracking. This is a pyrolysis, but it is not a cracking, as acetic acid is not a fragment of, it is not an alkane, and it is not a fragment of petroleum. So this is what the difference between pyrolysis and cracking. Now what is the cracking? What is the cracking? We can define cracking in many ways. So definition number 1, the conversion of large hydrocarbons into smaller ones. The first way to define cracking is the conversion of or the breakage of large hydrocarbons into smaller ones. Number 2, the conversion of high melting hydrocarbons into lower ones. So the second way of defining cracking is the conversion of high melting hydrocarbons. It means कि large hydrocarbons, as we know that the melting point depends upon the length of carbon chain. So larger hydrocarbons have high melting points. They have been broken down into smaller ones and low melting points. Number 3, the conversion of less volatile to more volatile hydrocarbons. The third way of defining cracking is the conversion of less volatile. As the length of carbon chain increases, volatility decreases. So the large hydrocarbons are less volatile, the small hydrocarbons are more volatile. So we convert large hydrocarbons into smaller ones, hence the less volatile are converted into more volatile. Number 4, the conversion of less valuable compound into more valuable. So another way of defining cracking is the conversion of less valuable compound into more volatile. The demand of large hydrocarbon is very low. For example, if we have a compound of 29 carbon atom, C29, it is a heavy waxy solid. It is a grease. Its use is very limited. What we do in cracking, we break that C29 into gasoline fractions. So we know that the demand of gasoline is much more higher than that of grease. So we convert less valuable compounds into more valuable. Number 5, and the most important, for which cracking is generally proceeded, that is to convert low octanes to high octanes. So another and the most valuable use of cracking or definition of cracking is that we convert low octanes into high octanes. Large hydrocarbons, say if we have decane, the octane number of decane is -20. If we break this into pentane, hexane, heptane or octane, whatever, if we decrease, if 1, 2 or 3 or 4 carbons from decane and we isomerize it, its octane number will be increased. So this all happens in the cracking. So the normal definition or bookish definition that the conversion of large hydrocarbons into smaller ones at higher temperatures is called cracking. So cracking can be defined in either of these ways. What happens in cracking? Number 1, the cracking reaction proceeds through free radical mechanism. What happens to a hydrocarbon when it undergoes cracking? Carbon-carbon bond breaks. So when we heat any organic compound, or say the compound which is to be cracked or pyrolyzed, carbon-carbon bond undergoes cleavage, and this cleavage will be homolytic. And you know that in homolytic bond fission, free radicals are produced. So that is why these free radicals will combine with each other and proceed the reaction. So first of all, this reaction proceeds through free radical mechanism, and in this reaction, carbon-carbon bond is broken instead of carbon-hydrogen. We know that the bond energy of carbon-carbon bond is 347 kilojoule per mole, while the bond energy of carbon hydrogen bond is 436 kilojoule per mole. It means the carbon carbon bond has a low bond energy, so this bond undergoes cleavage, and the type of cleavage is homolytic, and as a result of homolytic cleavage free radicals are produced. That is why this reaction proceeds through free radical mechanism. The free radicals combine with each other and produces the similar hydrocarbons. And what else happens in the cracking reaction? This reaction undergoes isomerization. What is isomerization? That open chain, straight chain compound can be converted into branch chain. This is the application of cracking, isomerization and cyclization. Isomerization, cyclization and dehydrogenation. By dehydrogenation, cyclization takes place. By converting straight chain compound into branch chain compound, isomerization takes place. So everything happen in the cracking. So cracking, these are the major points of cracking, that this reaction proceeds through free radical mechanism. In this reaction, carbon-carbon bond is more frequently broken as compared to carbon-hydrogen due to difference in their bond energies. And this reaction undergoes, what happens in this reaction? Isomerization, straight chain compounds are converted into branch chain, cyclization, dehydrogenation. So all these things are carried out in cracking. Now we will discuss what are the types of cracking, and later we will discuss the importance of cracking. Types of cracking. There are two major types of cracking. Number one, thermal cracking. And number two, catalytical cracking. This thermal cracking is useful for getting higher unsaturated compounds. Thermal cracking, normally it occurs more than 600 degrees centigrade. Thermal cracking occurs more than 600 degrees centigrade, and it is useful for getting unsaturated hydrocarbons. If we have large alkane, we can convert into a similar alkanes, similar compounds, but the similar compounds will be unsaturated. It also produces mixture of saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbons are formed, and unsaturated hydrocarbons are formed. So in this cracking, if we get mixture of saturated and unsaturated, but it is suitable for what? Unsaturated. So the proportion of unsaturated hydrocarbons will be greater than what? Saturated hydrocarbons. One example from our textbook, that is propane, CH3, CH2, CH3. When propane is undergo cracking at 700 degrees centigrade, what happens? We get methane, we get ethane, we get ethene, we get hydrogen, and we get propene. So these are the fragments prepared by this single type of compound propane. So notice that a single compound has produced variety of similar useful compounds which can be used for the different purposes. For example, methane as a domestic fuel. I have written methane twice. So methane as a domestic fuel, ethene as an anesthetic agent, artificial ripening of fruits, and in making polythene plastic. Hydrogen in weather balloon filling as a reducing agent where we wish to use it. Propene, it is used in making propylene plastic. So this process, propane has only single use. It could have been the part of a natural gas or LPG or CNG. So here from single propane we have got some valuable compounds. So the aim of cracking is also to convert less valuable compound into more valuable compound. Catalytical cracking. This cracking needs catalyst, and the catalyst is mixture of aluminum oxide plus silica or chromium oxide plus aluminum oxide or zeolite. And this cracking comparatively occurs up to 500 degrees centigrade. Now notice that this cracking occurs more than 600 degrees centigrade, while this catalytical cracking occurs up to 500 degrees centigrade. And this catalytical cracking is suitable for getting gasolines. Gasolines means petrol. This catalytical cracking is very much useful for getting gasolines or petrol. So if we need petrol, we will go for catalytical cracking. There are two types of catalytical cracking. A, steam cracking. B, hydro cracking. So thermal cracking, catalytical cracking. Catalytical cracking is very much useful for getting gasolines, and it is further classified into steam cracking. What is steam cracking? In steam cracking, hydrocarbon which is to be cracked is mixed with steam, and vapors of mixture of steam and hydrocarbon, they are heated strongly and passed over catalyst, and they produce, this cracking is useful for getting lower unsaturated alkenes or lower alkenes. It means, in other words, we can say that we get ethene and propylene, and this steam cracking is very much useful for polymerization. If we wish to get form plastics such as polythene or polypropylene, so we will go for the steam cracking. Hydrocracking. In hydrocracking, hydrocarbon vapors are mixed with hydrogen. They produce saturated hydrocarbons. So each cracking has its own importance. If we use thermal cracking, we get what? A small fragment of some useful compounds, and major proportion of unsaturated hydrocarbons are found. If we go for the catalytical cracking, it's most useful for getting gasolines, but it is further divided into types. If we wish to get smaller alkenes, we will go for the steam cracking. If we want to get smaller alkanes, we will go for the hydrocracking. So what is how we get gasoline from the catalytical cracking? Example is given from the book C29H60. Now this is a heavy oil of limited use. Mostly this is not oil, this is a grease. So this is a grease of limited use. Now we, after undergoing catalytical cracking with zeolite catalyst at 500 to 550 degrees centigrade, it is converted into C7, C8 plus C15. Now we know that heptane and octane are the fragments of gasoline. This C15 is further cracked into C8 plus C7. So 7 plus 8 plus 8 plus 7. 7, 8, 15, 15, 15. Sorry, we get 2, 7, 7 fragments and 18, 18 fragments. So all these fragments C7, C7, this is heptane, heptene and octapentene. Octapentene is further cracked into octene, octadiene and heptene. So all these fragments are gasolines. So in this way, by applying catalytical cracking, we can convert some less valuable compounds into gasolines. So this is what the cracking is. Now what is the importance of cracking? Importance of cracking is that, number one, the crude oil that we are having from the earth or the mineral oil, or we say it a petroleum. Petroleum is sent to refinery. At refinery we get carbon compounds from C1 to C40. In C1 to C40 the gasolines are only C5 to C10, while the remaining 34 carbon containing compounds are not gasolines. So only 20% gasoline is obtained from the refineries. Only 20% petrol of daily demand or daily requirement is obtained from refineries. The 80% additional demand of petrol or gasoline is made by the conversion of large hydrocarbons into smaller hydrocarbons. So the purpose of cracking is to get additional 80% demand of petrol to meet this demand. And another benefit of cracking is that beside gasolines, some similar useful compounds has been prepared, such as in this cracking, in thermal cracking we got methane, ethene, hydrogen, propene. These are the small valuable compounds. They are used in making variety of plastics. So cracking is not only limited to producing gasolines, but it also produces some useful products which are precursors of some valuable compounds in the market. So this is what cracking is. Now we will move towards the polymerization.